This little dog unexpectedly developed depression, while all the other puppies were snuggling in their mother's arms, fighting for a chance to nurse. It was the only one that refused to eat or drink and wore a sorrowful expression on its face. It often stared blankly at the empty street corner. However, one day an unexpected event occurred. The mother dog was about to go out to search for food, but before she could, someone suddenly used a rope to choke her by the neck. She was then thrown into a car by the animal control officers. The puppies, worried about their mother's safety, rushed towards the street corner. Little Yellow sensed something was wrong. It barked loudly, trying to warn them, but unfortunately, it was too late. Its barking caught the attention of the staff instead. Terrified, Little Yellow hid back in its nest, but it couldn't escape. It was soon also locked in the car, and its nightmare had only just begun. After arriving at the animal shelter, the other dogs stayed quietly in their cages. Only Little Yellow seemed incredibly agitated. It barked non-stop every day in its cage. The staff couldn't take it anymore. They believed Little Yellow had violent tendencies. The vet decided to euthanize it the next day. So Little Yellow was locked in a new cell, and the other dogs there were the same. They could only wait in the darkness for death the next day. The next morning, as soon as the staff opened the cage, Little Yellow immediately bit them. Then it ran forward without looking back, but it didn't escape right away. It turned around and went to the cage where its mother was kept. It wanted to rescue her too, but the iron cage was too sturdy. No matter how much it bit, it was useless. Just as the staff was about to arrive, the mother dog gestured for the puppy to run quickly. Little Yellow sprinted toward the exit. The other dogs cheered it on. It quickly slipped under the staff member's legs, finally escaping into the hallway outside. But the floor was too slippery. Little Yellow did a sudden spin out, without much time to think. After all, the exit was just ahead. But as soon as it reached the exit, it was caught by the approaching staff. With no way out, Little Yellow unleashed its final move. It urinated on the staff's clothes. The man, shocked and disgusted, quickly threw the dog away. Little Yellow took the chance to flee. Now free, Little Yellow wandered aimlessly. With no home, it had no choice but to sleep on the streets. But it never expected that it would end up in such a situation after reincarnation. The next morning, Little Yellow was suddenly woken by a sound. To its surprise, a large black dog was calling to it. Little Yellow was astonished. It hadn't realized that, besides itself, the black dog could also speak human language. After some communication, they discovered that in their past lives, they had both been humans, and they still retained some memories of their former lives. Seeing that they had shared experiences, the black dog decided to take it back to its home. But halfway there, the black dog noticed Little Yellow squatting on the road to pee. The movement was so human-like. The black dog immediately thought, this won't do. To teach Little Yellow how to be a proper dog, the black dog gave an impromptu demonstration. It ran to a utility pole, lifted a hind leg, standing on 3 legs, and performed a perfect maneuver. Little Yellow immediately understood. So there are so many rules to being a dog. Perhaps because it was Little Yellow's first time being a dog. It was still not used to its body, and fell into a water puddle. Little Yellow was terrified, shouting for the black dog to save it. But the black dog told it, dogs can swim. With encouragement from the black dog, Little Yellow finally managed to climb out. After some more travel, the black dog brought Little Yellow to its home. It was an auto repair shop. The black dog needed to get the boss's permission to let Little Yellow stay there. The boss was immediately charmed by Little Yellow's cuteness, and quickly scooped it up into his arms, unable to let it go. But the boss's overwhelming joy made Little Yellow, just reincarnated, feel a bit uncomfortable. But Little Yellow finally had a place to stay. From then on, the two dogs were inseparable every day. Unknowingly, Little Yellow grew up slowly in the peaceful passage of time, and it had become accustomed to living happily as a dog. No work, no worries. After eating, it would play outside with the black dog.